Hello. Hello. Welcome. Alright. Get out of the way. I'm already a little high, my head hurts. But we're gonna keep smoking. See what happens. If something bad happens, oh well. Oh bozo. So I really hope this music isn't copyright. I've been using it forever, so if it's copyright, I'm fucked. But like YouTube and Twitch have different copyright policies. It's weird. We're gonna start with some games, particularly CarX, and then maybe some Roblox. And then we're gonna we're gonna do some reacting once I get higher. Once I start to green out. Currently loading up RX. So I find this guy on my For You page all the time, and I just end up following him because it's great. I don't know if you can hear that, but he's, oh my god. Like, you think my music's bad? Dear god, listen to this shit. I might play some later. We might react to it. I don't know. Game's loaded though, so. How do you guys feel about this? This is one of my favorite cars that I've done. I also am quite proud of this for obvious reasons, even though it's a Passat. Who cares? This is just clean. I like this. I'm proud of this as well. But what should I go with? Let's do... My head fucking hurts, I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna get through this. Okay. Let's get a Hellcat. And then... create a room. And Andreas. Let's set this. This is supposed to be like window capture. I haven't gotten my chat overlay working. I haven't got any of my overlays working, honestly. I tried before the stream, but it's just so much work. I'll do it like some other time. on a day where I'm not streaming, just so I can get it over with. Can we just acknowledge how good that sounds? Hop straight in the game and hear that. Alright. We're gonna rip it through the down the highway. Into the tunnel. Then we're at the airport crash. And I love ripping this thing down like straightaways. I can't wait for the scat in real life. That thing's gonna be clean. And whenever I get the Jetta finished, they're gonna look so good together. When I was watching the 24 Hours at Daytona, they were talking about how like the next generation of race car drivers are gonna be like starting off on sim racing and shit, and I completely agree with that. Cause like even something just like Car X, which is notoriously unrealistic, is like, it's like, I mean, I built my reaction time better with this shit. Stop redlining it. we're not maxing out very fast. Hold on. I think this one's faster. It might not be, actually. No, this one is faster. Camaro gang. I remember why I love this car. So I built this like a NASCAR. I remember now. I built this like a NASCAR. So it's just built for ripping curves. Yeah, that's pretty fire. What else? The Camry's pretty fire. You can't keep me away from a McLaren. Oh, I forgot invisible potholes. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Hey, this is a lesson in distracted driving. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Hold on, let me situate this for driving. I don't like where it's at right now. I feel like, yeah. See, like that works, but there's a bit of an issue in that it doesn't pick up all the way. But you know what I can do. We'll do it like a podcast. It's a podcast mic now. That's not how that's supposed to be at all. Let's try this. I don't know. That works, actually. What just happened? Alright. Don't know why that happened. Guess their stream crashed. Maybe no, cause same problem. It's in the way again. This? Does this work? This might work. Yeah, this works. text and drive. This isn't that difficult, actually. Although I am opening the wrong apps. Nope. What the fuck? I think my keyboard just disconnected. Yeah, whatever. Guess we're going this way now. I've never taken this road. I think I have something more capable. Although it might be too slammed. Whatever, we'll make it work. How close was I to dying? Very. I don't know why the flames are green. I think that's from the Joker build. For those of you who don't know, on the CarX channel that me and my friend run, this might be really loud actually, it just occurred to me, I'm sorry. On the CarX channel that me and my friend run, we did a video where we did like Joker, you know, like themed builds basically. I got Joker, I think he got Batman themed things. Someone else got like, I was really close. Someone else got like, I don't even remember all the themes. But I ended up liking a lot of the Joker builds, so I just left them. Like the Camaro. I changed this one to this, but I guess I never changed the flame. Also, I think this could look a lot cooler. So we're gonna customize this Trackhawk. and take a hit. Small one. Small by my standards. All right. So first of all, gloss, and I think I want to do black. Can I just? I'm gonna rant real quick here. Oh, that's back when I tried to make it look like Wands. It looked really good too. Wands. I'll go back to. I'm thinking. Black. Or. What do we think? That. Dark purple, maybe. Like gray. Not hard. Gray or black. Like an in between. I'm like. Or like almost black. That. I like the gray. Let's do gray. Do I add a layer? They changed the. This is off. Okay, so how do I add a layer? Not that, dick. Back. Alright, fuck you. I don't know why they changed this. It worked like just fine. Anyway, I have something. Fucking the ending of Twin Peaks: The Return sucks. Spoilers on a show that came out in 2016. It fucking sucks. I mean, like, it's just a cliffhanger. Like, they answer one question at the end, and then it's like over. It sucked. How do I change? Oh yeah. Good. Yeah, it's slightly noticeable, but I don't. Confirm. Wait, wrong layer. This is fun. This change the color. The underclothes to yellow or red. Red's kind of mean. That's what I'm thinking. Red's angry, you know what I'm saying? Or like, what other colors are? It's just red, really. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. All right. I want to do another one real quick, or check on this one. Yeah. Fire. Want to this. Kind of, but that's better. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I have another one of those somewhere. Hold on. BTS. This one's newer, I think. But this pack comes with this is just really bad Rolls Royce. Awful. This is like a Roblox car. And the 3. I'm gonna build this out in honor of Charles. We're gonna do this one in honor of. This is rubber bands on it. I feel like I hope. I don't know if he watches these streams or not. If he does, I hope he. That's gas. Alright, that's fine. I don't care what anyone says. That's fine. That's fire. I don't know why the license. That's probably. Wrong. Okay. Do I not know my hack? No, that's right. What am I doing wrong? Oh, sliding it the wrong way. Station. I don't. Know. Yeah. Cool. This is so fire. Love this. What other cars can I bastard up? This is still clean. I don't care what anyone says. This still goes hard. Oh, and who's what? Oh. Who do I know that wants or okay. We're gonna make Goofy 350. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make the Goofy 350. Why did I do this? What is this? He doesn't have anything on it, like in terms of a body kit or anything, but I'm gonna wide body it. Just because I think kind of. No, actually, we're gonna keep it. I don't want to guess the spoiler. This is too much work. I'm gonna do a different one. Oh, that's so pathetic. Whatever. I don't really care. Who do I know that wants a Mustang? Me. Right. I want him. This is gas. Why is this? Oh, wait, did I fuck myself or something? No. This is still gas. Yeah. Fuck. Why is it favored? Mustang. Yeah, that's kind of my dream Mustang already. Awful. My ex-mate. I think this. Biggles. Fire. That's kind of. Do I want this goofy ass clown interior? Fuck it. Goofy clown interior. Realistically, color match. Watch this. We're gonna make this interior look good on this car. And don't worry, I'll fix the wheels. Alright. Orange. Pretty common color for a Mustang. Hood. Black. Carbon. Jesus Christ, 164,000. Never mind. Not doing that right now. Let's go make some money. Or better yet, just drive around. You guys like the Supra? Carbon front. What is this monstrosity? What did I think I did here? Can I change this color? I can. What else do I feel like there's like cooler colors for Audi. Yellow. Do we fuck with you? Yellow, red. This is impossible. Yellow. Matte yellow. Gloss. Do we want gloss yellow? Let's do this. Uh, I have a headache. Gloss. Go with that. Now here's how is it? Holy sh! Why is it so expensive? How it'll look? Yeah, that'll look better, but why is it so expensive? Alright, whatever, let's make some money then. Or just don't, like I was going to not do. Fuck it, this works, I don't care. Who cares what color the fucking wheels are? The back blast is so loud. Alright, let's get onto the main road before I start spinning out. So drifty. Whatever, treat it as a drift car then. Yup, don't treat it like a drift car. Hold on, how detailed is it? Well, garbage, but look at the price, look at the detail. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna change to a car I can drive. Just to get out there. I love this car. And I'll tell you why here in a second. Crazy acceleration. The handling, fuck you. The handling is insane. Watch this. The braking is so good. And look at that acceleration. Watch it. Okay, watch this. Ignore that part. But this thing's so good. There was a drift car I used to use like all the time. You guys probably remember it if you've been watching for a while. Like back when I used to stream on Twitch. But I used to use this drift car. It was so good. I don't use it anymore. But I loved the wrap on that. Like, I loved everything about that car. It handled so perfectly. Okay. That's human error. The car is perfect. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll call that input lag. I don't really care. Car's perfect. Ah, fuck. I just keep hitting the edge, that's the issue. Oh. Ah, fuck. I was swerving, like weaving so good too. It's telling me my bit rate is low. I don't know what you want me to do about that. I should blow my nose. I can feel my sinuses starting to like back up. Yeah. Oh shit. I love doing these close maneuvers. It's my favorite. Like that shit. This is what I be doing in traffic, like IRL. It's fucking bad. I gotta stop. I am not a good driver in real life. In game, kinda. Real life, like, yeah, I can street race and all that. And like, if there's not too much traffic, I'm a great driver. And I can like, rip it at like 90 down the freeway all night. But I don't care. I still gotta stop doing that shit during the day. Cause I fucking hate putting like other people in danger. That's the one thing. It's like, that's the one thing we gotta do in like the car community. Street racing is chill, but I think like we should only really be driving the speeds that we drive at night, you know, like 3, 4 in the morning type shit. Cause like too early in the day, like during the day, there's too many people out. Like there's no driving's already one of the most dangerous things we do on a day-to-day basis. We shouldn't be making it even more dangerous just for the sake of having fun. Especially not for like the people around us who didn't volunteer and didn't intend on participating in the dangerous activities that we're doing. So like we should probably like chill out on the whole daytime street racing shit. Plus it's easier for the cops to get you anyway. Like I don't know why people do that during the day. You'd be going at night when you can just like hit a blackout switch here. Something like that. If it wasn't for my underglows. I don't care what you guys think about me ripping the Trackhawk on the Toge. I'm gonna do it. I need to build a swanger. Hold on. It just occurred to me this is something I need to. We gotta find. Why do I keep on purpose? There it is. Okay, wait. Fuck you. Yep. Hold on. What are those called? If they don't have these in game, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm fire. That's the only thing I could think of. Yeah. Okay. Do they have to have the spike rims? Wangers? Also, what's the most common car? I'm gonna guess like some kind of Cadillac, right? Like usually Cadillac. I also they do them to Chrysler times. A Crown Vics. They always use Crown Vic. Or no, not Crown Vics. They always use. Okay, in Houston, it's always either Crown Vics or those Buick things. Like it's like a Buick Crown Vic. How do you spell Buick? Is that it? That's not. I've never tried to spell Buick. How the fuck do you spell this? They use. I gotta figure out which kind of Buick is. I hate how much hate swangers get. But, dude, I hate how much fucking hate like Houston gets. Houston's one of my favorites. I love Houston. What do we do? What's What do we our cars? We have anything? I don't. Well, okay. Like, fucking, okay. Realistically, we gotta fire JDM soon. I'm looking at, yeah. Like, we gotta fire JD. And some crazy shit. I'll build something like supercar. Like, okay, I'm gonna build the most Austin car I can. And I think that's gonna be well, we got so many BRZs. This might just be the thing. This might be the way to go. Yeah, honestly, this might be as Austin as it gets. We got so many 8.6s and BRZs. It's insane. But I'm gonna try to keep it like realistic to how they're usually built here, actually. So here's what we're gonna do. Instead of all that, fuck all that, right? We're gonna grab a BMW and we're just gonna bastardize it. What is this? Hey, hey, that's fire. Hey, that's fire. Hey, that's fire. Is that not fire? What the fuck? Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? That's fire. Where did this come from? I've never seen this in my thing. Where did this come? That's so fire. I love art cars. Couldn't tell. I'm trying to find a specific BMW. That one. Yet another Joker. Why does it look like that? Whatever. Why is my suspect? That's kind of odd. No, it's not. Yeah. Look, watch this. Yeah, it would be no something like this. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. It would realistically be something like this, right? They always have a hood. Oh no, you know what it is? It's always fucking wrapped. The hood's always wrapped. That's right. Yeah. They're usually missing the mirror, but whatever. It's not really. Now, as far as side skirts, there's always something. And sometimes that something is that it's just not there. Nah, That's kind of clean. That wing is right on par. That's maybe we could like, yeah, this is kind of yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. How do we feel about the no bumper? Is that pretty on par? Nah, but I was thinking like, yeah. Oh. Yes. Yes. It's always that one. Wait, okay. Wait. Did he get, do we want him to get rear-ended? No. But it's always an exhaust, and it's always really... What's the crazy... Oh, yeah, that might be the... It's always exhaust. And then they always have, like, one seat. Like, usually it's just one seat in the car. Like, they rip the other one out. But since you can't do that, we're just gonna do one racing seat. They never have a steering wheel. Now, sometimes they have a handbrake, usually not. But they always have a fucking stupid-ass shift knob. And then the rims are always... Or, no, they're always shitty rep, like, ECS. But I don't have or not ECS, ECRs. But I don't have those, so we're gonna go with BS's. We'll just pretend those are rep wheels. And then we're gonna, like... So, there's never any actual, like, done to the car itself. That's the main thing. There's never any actual work done. It's always just bad. But it's always like, yeah, it's like this kind of shit. Yeah. Just stock fitment, stock everything. If not stock fitment, like the worst fitment you've ever seen, ever. Yeah. Something like this. But then realistically, right? They're never like a good color. We're gonna do it like some horrible, awful color. Period blood red. I can see it. It's too expensive. We'll go with green. Green is kind of, yeah, green works. Fuck it. We gotta reset. And then the underglow is kind of... Ooh. If realistically, this is kind of... Yeah. So, yeah, well... That good. Let's go drive this thing. Yeah. No, yeah. No, yeah. 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 Here, hold on. Can I do what? I think I can, right? Like I can add weather. Can I not? Is that not a thing that might not be it. That's fine. Pretend it's raining. If you're from Austin, you get it. This is just horrendous. Oh my god. I don't know if you can see the amount of button mashing I have to, and it stalled. I stalled out my car. No, I do that. Oh, alright. But the amount of button mashing I have to do to, like, keep this thing going straight is crazy. Why won't it turn when I want it? Whatever. Let's find a good car. Let's piss you guys off. Nope, nope, nope. Damn it. Ugh. Should we move into... Yeah, I'm gonna move into reacting now. I actually exit. It fucks everything up, so I just have to close the tab. Alright. So I'm not gaming anymore right now. So we're gonna... I gotta figure out what this is caught on. So now it's more of like a hold on. Like a desk cam, but like keyboard, mouse, or phone, all that. Cool. All right, let's get into. I don't. My playback was just delayed. Right. Okay, so realistically, there's a few things I can react to right now, right? Like, I think the best thing, something funny, right? Uh, Sometimes I don't know whether to use this mouse. Like, I love this mouse, but that was my keyboard. But this one's like objectively better, you know? This is my favorite mouse I've ever owned. But like, I don't use. There's collecting dust. I don't know if you can see it, but it's collecting it. Like, I don't use it. I feel bad. I don't know why I feel bad for a mouse, but whatever. Um, but realistically, I should watch like .com. Funniest TikToks. Yeah. Alright, so this isn't funny. I'm gonna be beyond pissed. Funny TikToks that have me rolling on the floor.
I love your
Do it.
daughter.
What do you have to offer?
Nothing. Only this.
I'm gonna get copyright claimed.
Here's your cookies and cream. I actually want a monster cookie. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm glad TikTok got banned. Even if it came back. That was that app sucks. That's where humor goes to die. Alright. Find something actually. We could scroll through Reddit. But sometimes that's pain. We'll see. Yeah. Go on Reddit. I don't know if I Alright. Alright. What's the best subreddit? I haven't done keyboard cut. I'm still into keyboard. You? Gonna find like the best one. Whatever. We'll do it how I used to do it. Yeah. Okay. Fire. I don't know. Okay, so like that's my favorite keycap profile. I'm not gonna lie. It just is. But like the colors kind of throw me off because it's nice, right? But like very ocean. Unless, well, maybe that's what they're going for. But it's very oceanic, you know? Are these rose reds or are these Echo switches? Because I have the. I did a whole review. I think these. Keyboard. Give me a second. I have some rearranging to do later. It can be done. Here's what I was. Rose Reds. I think just the space bar, maybe. I don't remember. Let me be. It's been a long time. These are Telios. I'm gonna get back into the hobby. Like, way back in. My life revolved around keyboards. I miss those days, but Helios. There we go. I believe. Super good. And like I got money now. So I can't get back into this shit. Like it was really expensive before, not really anymore though. Like the price hasn't gone down, but I can afford the shit now. I can do the like crazy builds that I want, you know, and get shit like this. That's fire. That's one thing I always wanted, artisans. I can afford them. Get something topiary. Get something like this. These are fire. I like these caps. I would put these on a old school video games theme build, like an indie game. Iron Lung. So if I was playing something like Iron Lung or some like indie game that's supposed to be like old school, that's beautiful. I love those caps. I like what switches. That's pretty. I like it. That's beautiful. What switches? Baby. Let's react to a keyboard build. Done that in a while. Let's do it. I did this like a couple times. Something, but I don't care anymore. So this is weird. I don't know if you guys remember Majini, but he went from keyboards to volleyball. Which kind of just confirms my guess that yeah. All right, we're gonna do.
Hey guys,
Okay, I want to mention this as. You guys see what Kanye was up to? That shit was fucking crazy. I saw it. I think I saw it before a lot of people.
welcome back to another custom
'Cause I'm
keyboard
just
review.
chronically
Today,
on
we're going to be
Twitter.
taking a look at
Don't ask me why I couldn't tell you. I know it's bad for me, but I'm like chronically on Twitter. And I saw that shit and I was like, what the fuck, right? And then I was like, there's no way. There's no way Elon of all people will ban him, you know? So I thought he would be able to go forever. Cause like I don't know. The fact that Elon actually banned him is just astonishing to me. Like, I would never think Elon would
another
do that.
budget custom keyboard from KVD Fans. This is the D60 Lite. It's a polycarbonate 60%.
But I guess
gas
he's
combined
realizing
keyboard
he
from KVD
needs to, you
Fans.
know,
And I know a lot of you
deny.
are already asking, Hamaji, do you prefer the D60
He needs to
Lite
stop
or
making fucking puns and shit and actually just, like, either come out and say, yeah, I'm a horrible person, or like try to deny as much as he can, even though it's not really possible.
the KVD 67 Lite? Watch the entire video and I promise I give a great breakdown on which one I prefer.
Last thing, I promise. I've been saying for years, by the way, like someone can dig up a clip, but I said like 3 years ago that Elon would do some shit like this. That Elon was this type of person. I've been saying it forever.
And which one I recommend
No
you
one
guys
wanted
get.
to listen.
One thing I want to quickly mention is
I
that
was
this is
right.
a prototype
Always
and KVD
listen to
Fans
me.
has sent it to me, but it will not affect my review at all. Let's get started. The D60 Lite comes
That's
in
one of my
standard
favorite
KVD Fans
layouts.
box, and it comes with a lot of accessories. Firstly, we have some
This
KVD
is
Fans
my
grip
favorite layout.
stabilizers, some PCB foam, some thick silicone gasket strips, a very flexible transparent polycarbonate plate, screws, and a screwdriver for the case. And of course, we also have the D60 Lite itself. This is the black version of the D60 Lite, and it looks
one of my
pretty
favorite.
good. The polycarbonate feels smooth in the hands, and it has a nice glossy finish. The machining is also really well done. I don't feel or see any
There's a
rough edges,
2.0.
and it feels really premium in the hands. And usually,
Tofu
I'm not a fan of
62.
transparent boards, but the D60 Lite does a great job of making it work in my opinion.
It's only-
the D60 Lite that
oh
I
my
received
God.
uses a HHKB layout, but window keyless and normal
What the
layouts will
that was
also
weird.
be
It
available.
said it
The
was
bezels
only
on the board-
$40. We're gonna look at this. Oh well, the PCB ad. Really? Sense. Okay, wait. I might get this because, like, when I wanted it, back when I was. Oh wait, no, it is. It is. Back when I was in the scene, it was like, what? This cheap. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong one. I might be thinking of the wrong one. I might be trying. Yeah, that's the one. That one's good. Season 3. That one's 100. Anyway.
But are a little bit chunky and are slightly thicker on the top and bottom. The board also has a 6-degree typing angle, and the side profile of the board is very minimal and clean. Each corner has been rounded off and the edges of the board have been filleted nicely. The D60 Lite also comes with a very thick silicone dampener. It adds a lot of weight to the board, and it's one of the key factors to making sure that the board has a rich, full sound. So overall, the D60 Lite has great build quality and I am really happy with it. One feature I personally don't like though is the circular USB port on the left. In my opinion, it breaks away from the rectangular design of the overall board, and I would have preferred if they just made it a
Rounded
rectangular cutout
corners.
instead. But they did redeem themselves with the KVD Fans logo on the back. It has a nice bold font instead of that weird cursive font they had on the KVD 67 Lite. The board also comes with the PCB. This is the DZ60 RGB V2 window keyless. It has an ANSI layout with a split backspace and a 5-pin south-facing switch configuration. It also has per key RGB lighting, and the keybind can also be adjusted through VIA on your computer, which is extremely convenient. So the first thing I want to focus on is the KVD Fan screw-in stabilizers. I am very glad that they're included, and honestly, these are not bad at all. I've used them previously, and as long as you mod them correctly, you can make them sound pretty good. The stabilizers, however, do not come pre-lubed or even pre-clipped, which is very disappointing, especially when you consider the fact that most stabilizers come pre-clipped now. The 67 Lite also sets a really high standard for screw-in stabilizers, and this just feels like a little bit of a letdown.
My Frankens right here. Acco, I'll give it away. I don't. Acco CS Rose Reds and Telios V. The Telios, because he's using. Yeah, it is. Okay. I think this is the video that made me want to buy Telios. It might be. I don't know. Anyway. Telios V. I think these. No, V2s. I don't know how well you can hear that, but. I might just get back into the keyboard building,
In my opinion.
like altogether, like make videos, all of it.
So the first thing we have to do is snip off the 2 extra plastic bits on the bottom so that the surface becomes completely flat. I'm using plastic clippers, which makes this a lot easier, but you can also use scissors if you want. I highly recommend you do this if you plan on using the included stabilizers, but if not, you can also just get some Durock V2 stabs, which I also highly recommend. So once all of the stabilizers are clipped, we can install the Holy Mod. The Holy Mod is basically installing band-aids into the stabilizers to reduce rattle. I highly recommend you use the Holy Mod for KVD Fan screen stabilizers. It gets rid of pretty much all of the rattle and it helps a lot, I promise. So the first thing we have to do is get some fabric band-aids.
I'm gonna break down my builds real quick. Because I don't. Yeah, it's been a while. Okay. Helios V2s. Franken switches. I'm not sure what stabilizer. Some piano stable. Or like Silent Red. Whatever. Like board to be silent. I lubed them up so they're like. This is at night. This is specifically night, but it's just. At some point, I'm gonna get rubber key. And I think they feel. Now my turn. This is a razor. I'm gonna lie, I jacked that shit. Echo CS Rose Reds with kind of stabilizers. Piano stabilizers. I really. This other one over here is like bead yellows, I think. All lubed with Krytox. Like
scissors and tweezers, and after that we have to cut the band-aids into a thin strip, which is just thin enough to enter the stabilizer stem but also thick enough that it can cover the entire surface. And once you have a band-aid strip, we can stick that strip onto the tweezer and gently insert it into the stem hole and press down, making sure that there is no band-aid sticking out on the sloped end. Once it's secured, we can then move on to the other side. We have to cut off half of the band-aid that's sticking out and stick the rest into the hole below, and then we just repeat for the rest of the stabilizer stems. It looks really hard at first, but it's honestly really simple, and I promise it's not difficult at all. And once you've wholly modded all of the stabilizers, we can now begin lubing them. I like to lube my stabilizers with 205G0 instead of dielectric grease, as it makes the stabs smooth without making them feel too mushy or sluggish. I start off with the housings, making sure to apply a decent amount around the sides, and then I lube all of the stems and insert them into the stabilizer housings. And finally, I lube my stabilizer wires one side at a time and then reassemble them once they're done. I put a pretty generous amount of lube onto my stabilizers, but I definitely recommend using very minimal amounts if you're new to the process. If you need a more comprehensive tutorial, check out my stabilizer modding video on the top right. I like to spend around 30 minutes or more on my stabilizers, as they are the most important mod on any keyboard, so I want to make sure that they sound as good as possible. So the board comes partially dismantled, which is very helpful for builders like me, but it does make it a little less accessible for newcomers. The top and bottom housing are screwed together via 8 hex screws, which can be opened up with a screwdriver included in the D60 Lite. The next step is to install the gaskets. The D60 Lite comes with thin and thick silicone gasket strips, which are very different from the foam strips we usually see in premium boards. The thin gasket strips go into the short sides of the plate, and the thicker gasket strips are meant for the slot on the longer sides of the plate. These gasket strips are pretty effective, but they are incredibly annoying to install. I ended up just installing the thin strips into the housings because I had so much trouble putting them into the plate. The D60 Lite comes with 11 optional standoffs that you can install onto the plate if you want. The standoffs make the typing experience a lot stiffer, and whether you install it or not depends on you. I'm going to try the board with and without standoffs to give you guys a better idea of how the standoffs affect the sound signature. Alright, now we can start installing the switches. So because the board uses a hot swap PCB, the process is really easy. All we have to do is make sure that the pins are straight, press it down, and the switches are fully installed. And after that, we screw the top and bottom housings back together. One thing to keep in mind is that the case is made of polycarbonate, so I have to make sure that I'm not over tightening the screws or else it will crack. I'm going to try out a bunch of different switches. First up, we have the Boba U4s. These are silent tactiles with a 62-gram weight spring, so they're a little bit lighter than I would prefer, but I've never tried them before, so I'm very excited to see how they sound and feel on the D60 Lite. I also have some Glorious Pandas, and these are probably my favorite tactile switches on the market right now. They have a nice deep sound signature and are very satisfying to use. And to spice things up, we also have some linears. These are the 8008 inks, and they are recolored Gateron inks with the Gateron yellow spring, which is an amazing combo. These went on group buy quite a while ago, and they look absolutely amazing, and they should sound pretty good too. And finally, we can install the keycaps. I'm going to be using GMK Olivia because I think it goes perfectly with the glossy black design of the D60 Lite. So the D60 Lite I have uses a HHKB layout, so I have to use a 7U spacebar as well as a split backspace. It's the first time I've ever used either on a board, so it was a pretty interesting experience for me. And after using it for around a week, I thought I would get used to it, but honestly, I'm still not a huge fan of how it feels. I will always prefer a standard ANSI layout with any of my boards, but I can definitely appreciate the compact nature of the design. Alright, so what do I think of the board and how does it compare to the 67 Lite? Very quick disclaimer, this is just my opinion on the board. It is super subjective, everyone's preferences are different. I just wanted to let you guys know my take on the board and yeah. Alright, let's start off with the typing experience. In my opinion, the D60 Lite feels better to type on than the 67 Lite. The D60 Lite has a slightly softer and more flexible typing experience, and the gasket mounts just feel a lot better on here than it does on the 67 Lite. In terms of the overall layout and functionality, I will always recommend that you get a 65% over a 60%. A 65% board will still offer that minimal compact design, but you don't miss out on the arrow keys and the additional keys you can assign anything to.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never used my arrow keys once in my fucking life. I own 360% keyboards. I used to have like... Okay, I don't know if you guys know this. There was a point I was addicted to keyboards, I'm not even gonna lie. There was a point where I had, I think, like 16. So, naturally, whenever your closet's full of keyboards, you gotta downsize. So I sold a bunch of them and just gave some away. So now I'm down to 4 favorites. Actually, I think there's more up there. I think there's like 3 more up there. So I'm down to my 7 favorites.
In terms of aesthetics, I would say that these two boards are really equal. This is a polycarbonate board, it's also glossy, it's also transparent, which is very different from the opaque
Of Actually, where's that? Get a video of like $1,000 key. $700. $700.
This keyboard is called the Angle Vertex, and I actually received it for free from the company to review, but I just never got around to building it because of life. So this keyboard cost around $550 US, but if you own a Chinese sweatshop like me, it should cost around $100 US. So it is quite an expensive custom keyboard, and it really does beg the question, is it worth it? It comes in this really nice black box with an angle cut because it's called the Angle, you know, you gotta stick with the theme. The logo and text are also veneered on, which is a really nice subtle touch. But sliding the box out was a proper back workout. So inside the box, they provide a foam insert for the PCB and plate, a soldered PCB, which I'm not a huge fan of because you have to solder the switches in yourself, some more foam pieces for the case, an aluminum plate, and most surprisingly, a steel plate. Okay, so you might be thinking to yourself, hey, that's a brass.
See, that's a problem. What I had was not a problem. I just liked keyboards. That's an issue. That's an issue.
Plate, not a steel plate. And you're right.
That's
I'm
like
sorry.
$7,000
It's literally been so
worth
long
of
since
keyboards.
I've properly been building keyboards that
At
I forgot
least.
that brass plates existed. And I saw a shiny metal thing and I was like, whoa, steel. So yeah, for the whole video, if you hear me call it steel, ignore it. It is brass. I'm so sorry. And after that, they also provide some cute stickers, a card, proof of purchase, and some tools to build the keyboard, all very nicely packed in even smaller boxes. And lastly, we have the keyboard itself wrapped in some beautiful microfiber cloth. I love this little touch. It's so cool. It just makes the keyboard feel that much more premium. All right, let's take a look at the keyboard itself. Not only was it really heavy, but it looks absolutely incredible. The weight and the back piece have a nice mirror finish and looks amazing. Probably my favorite one on a keyboard so far. My only gripe with it is that this will be a huge fingerprint magnet in the future, and it just kind of makes me scared to touch it. I especially didn't want to damage or scratch it, so I was being very careful when handling it. In terms of build quality, the case is really well built. The finishing is clean, the side profile looks great, and the back has a nice USB-C center cutout with the logo engraved on top. And the color, although it's not my personal favorite, still looks really nice. They've also added my name and logo onto the keyboard, which is really cool. I just wish that I could see it after I build the keyboard. Another very important thing you should do with all of your keyboards is to test your PCB. If you have a metal tweezer, you should plug in your PCB to your computer, poke the holes of the switches to test if they respond. If all of them respond, that means you have a working PCB, congrats. If not, then you should either double check the PCB or contact the vendor who sold you the keyboard. The first thing I noticed when I wanted to build this keyboard is that I almost had no switches left in my inventory. I haven't really been keeping up with custom keyboards, so it's been a while since I last purchased any keyboard switches. Thankfully, I have some lavenders that I received from lubed switches while I was in the UK. These are 65-gram linear switches that come pre-lubed by lube switches, so massive thank you to them. So if you're a company that would like to send me some new keyboard switches, please do, because I am running out. So for the plate, I originally
No,
wanted
you're
to go
not. I don't
aluminum, but I
believe
was
you.
really fascinated by the
I
steel
think
plates.
you
I've
have
never used it
thousands
in
and
any of my builds
thousands and
before,
thousands of
and I just thought it
switches.
would be very interesting to try out. So before we
I've
solder
been
any
watching
switches
this
on, the
guy
first
for like, I don't even know. I liked. Whenever I started liking keyboards, this is the guy that got me into like the keyboard scene. So, fuck you, Hamad. Anyway. But when I first started watching this guy, I was always like, this guy is the keyboard god. He has so many keyboards.
thing we should usually do is try out the stabilizers to make sure that the layout we want can actually fit with the stabilizers we're going to be using. I'm also very basic, so I like all of my keyboards to just have a standard ANSI layout. As for the stabilizers, thankfully I had some lying around, so I was able to just use those. If you've watched my channel for a while, you probably know that I made a tutorial on the Holy mod, and while I still really like it, I also want to try learning other methods of tuning stabilizers. A lot of people complain that the Holy mod was too mushy or inconsistent, so I really want to try find a new method that works really well and is also very accessible. These are Durock V2 screw-in stabilizers, and these are the usual ones that I go for. I don't know if there have been any new stabilizers that are much better, but if there are, please let me know down in the comments below. Alright, now it's time for everyone's favorite part, inhaling cancer fuel. I mean soldering. Sorry, my bad, soldering. A lot of people tell me that they actually really enjoy soldering, that it's really satisfying and fun and it's super chill. And honestly, you're wrong. We should make soldering more entertaining. Alright, so my first idea is that we should add positive reinforcement. I think this first part is key.
I hate
should be
soldering.
Celebrating every time they have a joint that looks pretty good. So let's have like a yay sound effect. Nice. Thank you. Great job. Thank you. Great job, brown boy. Now take off your pants.
What the?
Jesus
And of course, we
Christ.
should also punish them if they make a mistake.
What the fuck?
How are you this bad? Oh my god, you suck. You are genuinely a waste of human life. I hope you know that. You suck. Your family. But you know who has the smallest monkey brains? Children. The Hakko design is already pretty great. It's pretty bright. It's quite colorful.
Children are
it just
fucking
needs a few
stupid.
adjustments. I think the first thing is that it needs to be playing Baby Shark every 10 seconds. The tip will be at a safe 330 degrees Celsius. And the best part about all of this is that after a few months, they'll be very good at soldering. But if for some reason you don't like your kids because of too much Fortnite, TikTok, or any other reason really, you can just hit up your nearest Apple factory. And now that my channel is demonetized, let's assemble the keyboard. This keyboard uses a leaf spring gasket mount system, and it's actually really simple to put together, but I still watched a tutorial because I'm an idiot and I did not want to mess up yet another keyboard. To attach the gaskets, you can use your fingers, but I prefer using a tweezer. It allows me to have a lot more accuracy with my placement. And after all of the gaskets are firmly attached, we can insert the foam into the case and screw the case back together. I also recently got a new electric screwdriver, and it just makes this whole process so much easier. Alright, now it's finally time for the keycaps. So over the years, I have been accumulating a lot of GMK keycaps, and I really wanted to use my GMK dot set for this board, but it just didn't really fit with the overall color scheme of the board because this keyboard has a bit of a dark turquoise is how I describe it, and GMK Dots was a very dark navy. So instead I'm going to be using my GMK Rainy Day set, which has a bit more of a muted dark vibe to it. After that, I tested some of the stabilizers and I realized that some of them sounded a bit off, so I had to add some lube into the back of the stabilizers to reduce the rattling sound. And once we're done, we can connect the PCB back to the daughter board and screw the case back together. So I've been using this keyboard for around a few weeks now, and I'm pretty happy with it. The keyboard feels great to type on, the typing experience is really nice, but because of that brass plate, it is a little bit stiff. The build quality of this keyboard though is outstanding. The finish on the keyboard is great, and I've been moving it around quite a lot due to filming, but none of the paint has scratched off, and the mirror back piece still looks brand new. And in terms of building the keyboard, it was actually really easy to put together. So this is definitely a keyboard I would recommend for someone trying to upgrade from a budget board. So for around $550 US, this keyboard is definitely worth it. Unfortunately, the group buy already ended quite a while ago, so you can't get this one anymore, but the ARC 60 from Vertex is still available on ClickClack, and I'm sure they'll be making more keyboards in the future. The only thing I'm not 100% satisfied with is the sound, and that's probably on me. I think my choice of switches and the stainless steel plate did not really go well together, and it sounded just a little bit too muted. Hi, Future Maji here. I got COVID and I had to delay this video for a week or two, but it gave me more time to work on the keyboard. And off camera while I was sick, I added the tape mod onto the keyboard, and it made a huge difference to how the keyboard sounds. It made the keyboard sound a lot more full, rich, and had more of that poppy sound signature that I really like. For the sound test, I'll show a before and after so you can really hear the difference. Check out my Instagram, Hamajineo, subscribe, and like the video. Okay, thanks. Bye.
I like. I like her. Okay. Best of Parsley. That's, oh, I follow this guy. I think. Ferraris. No. Please don't do that to your Escalade. That's gas. Hold on, that's gas. Oh, that sounds so good. Okay. That's beautiful. That's it. That's... And that. That's fire. I follow this guy on Instagram too. So, that's an engine. That's an engine. No. I hate trucks. Especially lifted trucks. Beautiful. It's a Ute BMW. I mean, beautiful. Hell yeah, hot rod. Go-kart. Oh, hell yeah. God damn. Okay, that's the kind of truck I can get behind. Those are fire. That's pretty fire too, that Lamborghini. Why? I mean, it's cool, but why? What makes you want to go about this? That's pretty fire. Oh, god damn. That guy really likes attention. That's a clean Bronco. No. I'm getting tired as fuck. I think I'm gonna go to bed before it gets too late. Alright. One more hit.